Alice, and I'm going to read the flash story Aardvark Says Moo, which was produced as a Patreon story, so you are familiar with it. But it came about because I was teasing Jeremy Tolbert, the SIFWA webmaster, about the fact that we were alphabetizing the Nebula recommended reading list, and I was predicting this sudden onslaught of titles, all of which started with A or double A, sort of like the yellow pages where you see a preponderance earlier in the alphabet. So without further ado, here is Aardvark Says Moo. Aardvark says moo, says the clown, handing over the balloon animal. My overly precocious kid squints her eyes. No, they don't. She folds her arms. No 8-year-old should be that definite about anything. Whatever happened to the idea of childish sense of wonder? I was being whimsical, the clown explains. Do you understand what that word means, little girl? Now he's gone and done it. I could have warned him, but no one had consulted me since moment one of this interaction. The kid went up. The clown looked at her and started twisting a pink balloon around, and then he had to start being whimsical. Whimsy, says my child, is playfully quaint or fanciful. A talking aardvark impersonating a cow is just dumb. At this point, a supernatural element enters my story. You may think it'd be something subtle, maybe the sort of knife-edged, was it real or not stratagem that Henry James could employ, but the fact of the matter was it was a Valkyrie walking up to look us over. Maybe a woman dressed like a Valkyrie, you're thinking. A costume party might have occurred to you, maybe, which means you're going off on a total tangent. So let me say this. Kid's birthday party, bouncy castle, hot dogs, cake. The only costume was the clown's, and it wasn't a particularly inspired one. The Valkyrie, moreover, is real. Realer than real. Like a black hole of realness that makes everything around her look like faded plastic. Her armor is made of golden scales. She smells like ozone and honey and looks like an angry supermodel with no makeup. She says, Kyle Holiday, I have foretold that you die in the line of duty tonight, but I will take you to Valhalla. I'm pretty sure there's been some mistake, the clown says. That's my name, but I'm not going to die. No one thinks they're going to die, the Valkyrie says significantly. Hang on, my kid says. This is my best friend's birthday party, and nobody should die at it. She's delicate. She'll be traumatized for years. Take it elsewhere. What's he supposed to die of anyway? The Valkyrie listens to the air for a moment. Peanut allergy? I'm allergic to peanuts, Clown Kyle says cautiously, but that's why I don't eat anything at these gigs. The Valkyrie shrugs. No, I mean it, my kid says. No one's dying. She grabs a napkin from the table and holds it out to the clown. Maybe you breathe in some peanut particles. Tie this over your nose and face. Then get out. Better a flaky clown than a dead one. The Valkyrie says, Who are you to interfere with a hero's death? My name is Anna Louise Mayhew, my kid says, her chin pointed at the Valkyrie. And 2, he's at a kid's birthday party. The Valkyrie listens to the air some more. This time it takes longer, and she gets a funny look on her face halfway through. Well, she says, when she finally returns her attention to us, he dies while working. That's not that many clearly defined heroes' deaths around anymore, but he faces down countless children and delights them, she adds as an afterthought. She reaches out and tweaks the napkin off the clown's face. You don't need that. You'll like Valhalla. She looks at my kid. You're Anna Louise Mayhew, huh? Something about the way she says it makes me step up and say, Anna, why don't you walk your friend to the gate? I fold my arms, look the Valkyrie over. She's about twice my size, could snap me like a twig, but she seems relaxed about it all. I say, how do you know her name? I take her later on, the Valkyrie says. We always future remember the important ones. I'm torn between pride and horror. What? When? Relax, the Valkyrie says. She reaches out and takes a piece of cake, and it's somehow reassuring, makes her seem a little less real and more like someone in a costume. Not till long after you're dead. They coax her out of retirement for it. She wins, saves humanity. I really don't want to know anything more than that. I say, so you'll forgive her saving the clown? It's kind of pathetic taking a clown to Valhalla, she says. Sometimes someone screws up the paperwork. I bet this is one of those times. Anna comes back and stands looking at the Valkyrie. I can't tell if it's fear or admiration or something else. I imagine her as a little old lady facing down some unguessable enemy, that same solemn expression. The Valkyrie wanders off and vanishes into sparks that travel up into the sky. No one else seems to notice. These sorts of things happen around my kid a lot, I've noticed. I say, you were kind of hard on the clown about the moo thing. Well, maybe, she says. I don't like whimsy, though. Aardvark goes moo. How twee is that? I bet that Valkyrie's looking forward to seeing her again.